Hello. Welcome back, guys. Okay. As you know, we're going to start this oracle reading for how do they flirt for Enhypen. But of course that this reading, we are not going to include Nikki because Nikki is a minor. So I'm not going to be pulling cards for him regarding this question or any other questions until he becomes legal of age. But yeah, I'm going to be reading for the other, I believe they are 6 members without Nikki. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, but also nevertheless about the age, I feel like Nikki's energy is also very like I would say he's childish, but I would say like you know he's still in his clumsy self, you know. He probably is going to be like this for a lot of years, like, you know. But he's a very attractive guy, so, you know, I don't think that these guys need like flirting lessons to get someone's attention. Actually, I'm sure that they get propositions before they even like say something. They are very handsome and popular. But yeah, there's something about Nicky's energy. Just I feel it like he is like, even though you see him in the videos and a lot of these people project on his image, but I do feel like you know, he's a child, and for me, he's going to be continuing to be a child for a long time. Yeah, there's something about him very. It's not about innocence. I think that he's just not that connected with the idea of romance. You know, maybe it's not his aspiration in life to fall in love or to meet the person of my dreams. And I think that that's also very it can be true because you know that men usually don't mature emotionally like women do. You know, we usually like we are always fantasizing about marrying the one ever since we are like in kindergarten. But for the guys, it's different. You know, for the guys, they just want to have fun. You know, live free, experience things with their friends, with their colleagues, with their peers. You know, it's not that they're thinking like, okay, when am I going to get a girlfriend? You know, unless that person has a lot of Taurus, Libra, or Cancer placements, it means that they are more like, they can like lean more towards like, I need a partner in my life to sort of figure out who I am and what I like, you know. He also started to be training at 14 and debuted at 15 or something. So maybe he will be like JK. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, like such a perfectionist and like, you know, this amazing artist. But, you know, as a man, is different. You know, as a man, he's going to take his time. You know, he probably is not he's not going to be the most mature, like, sentimentally, you know, and it's not his fault. It's just that, you know, he has another upbringing and he's working. He has been working. Like he doesn't have a normal life. Okay, let's start with Hison. 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 How does he flirt? Yeah, he got the card of tell them how you feel, mask, and commitment. So, yeah, I think that the guy, honestly, because with card of tell them how you feel, like, I don't know. I think that he's the guy that probably he shows interest in the way he communicates. Like I would see him like a bit much more like mental or intellectual, like thinking about the right thing to say, like obsessing about like how do I say this? How do I approach this person? What I need to have a subject of conversation. Like I need to be able to say this. Like something like sort of like practicing a speech, you know. But also with Musk and commitment, I think that he doesn't show himself how he really is. So there's something about him probably like wanting to come out as flirtatious, like he's flirting with you, but probably the person in question doesn't see it like this. Probably the person in question just the only thing that they notice is that, oh, this guy came out to talk to me. Yeah, like you're nice, you're cool, but what do you want? You know, like there's something about him like probably saying a lot when he's nervous. But there's something off about his energy. Like the person doesn't understand. Like, is this flirting? I don't know if maybe what he says because, like, actually, like it would be very like this card is about tell them how you feel. Is actually like about him getting a bit more courageous and approaching the person that he likes. But here with Musk and commitment, I don't know if the person that he likes is in a commitment with someone else, or he just is in another commitment. And with this, I don't think that with other people. Maybe he has like a literal commitment. He's working or he's busy with something at that point, and he just happens to meet that person, and it's like, okay, I have to approach this person. It's now or never. But there's something in the middle, like there's something that doesn't feel like you're flirting. I think that you're just talking to me because, yeah, we are working together, or we are, I don't know, because he got the ace of swords as well. So see, again, initiate conversation, like bring clarity. Because I think that there's something about him not being that clear. Him not being that clear. And also, he's an overthinker. You know, the more he thinks about what he's going to say and how he's going to break the ice, the more unauthentic it looks. Like, sort of like robotic. Like soulless. Like I cannot see through you, you know. Doesn't he have Aquarius placements, friends? I don't know. I don't remember. But there's here with the card of Mask in the middle. You know, in this card it says sometimes people in situations are not what they seem. So this card sometimes talks about you being surrounded by people that they are not what they seem. But in the case of him, since this is placed in the middle, I think that it has to do with him being perceived that he is hiding behind a mask, or that he is being unauthentic. Like he's not being honest. Like there's something about people not believing that, like are you flirting with me? What are you trying to say? And the more he wants to say, the more unauthentic it seems. So yeah. The good thing is that the way he flirts is that he starts communication. He just talks to the person that he likes. Probably the speech and the content of the conversation is not romantic. He's not a romantic guy. So this is why it's awkward. And also with the card of commitment, probably there's a part of him that also maybe he's a bit traditional, and maybe he's thinking like, okay, I'm going to flirt with this person that I believe that this person has the potential for me to commit with this person. So he gets also serious all of a sudden. Things get serious, things get logical, but you know, where is the authenticity. I don't know why I think about that word a lot. Maybe it's his ascendant, or he has a bunch of 11 house possibly. His double Libra thing. His moon could be. No, he seems cold. He seems cold, and I don't know. He sounds like what he says, and the tone that he says it is like you're really like, are you flirting with me or are you accusing me of something? Like, it seems like it's not that pleasant, like what, like, is this you being nice to me? You suddenly like bringing up a conversation, like, so Kisum, Kisum. Yeah, very, very weird. Very weird, but probably he gets very nervous because he got the Ace of Swords. So there's something about him knowing that he has to make the move. He doesn't mind to make it, but it just doesn't. It gets awkward. It gets cold. It's not romantic. And also there's something about, maybe he has a lot of Virgo placements. There's something about him also wanting to seem perfect in front of the eyes, in the eyes of others. So here with the card of mask in the middle, there's something about him in his effort to be this perfect or this gentleman or to be looking this flawless. There's something about the other person being like, like, relax a little, because I'm listening to you, but I don't understand why you're doing this. Like, are you faking it? Why are you doing this? Like, people distrusting him a bit. Okay, Jay. Let's move on to Jay. What happened with Jay? Yeah, definitely. I was worried a bit, but no, it's a strategy. I was worried. Loneliness, blockage, and strength. I was like, oh my God, what happened? Why is he so lonely? And all of a sudden, I got the Emperor. So he got the Emperor. So definitely the guy is not that vulnerable. There's something about Jay that I'm like, the guy doesn't want to be alone. Definitely. The first card is loneliness, and the guy doesn't want to be alone. I think that there's a bit of, with the card of blockage, definitely he admits it, that he sometimes, maybe he rushes into relationships, or maybe he, I don't know, he just gets complicated. I think that now, since we are talking about flirting, maybe he flirts with people like a sport, because he thinks that he can do it, because we have the strength. So definitely he has a lot of potential in flirting. And probably there's something about him doing this or being flirtatious after he breaks up with someone, or after he has an argument with his special person. Like when he starts feeling lonely and when he starts getting bored, that's when he goes and starts flirting. And probably he is the type of guy that when he starts flirting, he tells you a sad story. He's like, and you ask him, about like, okay, how you're doing emotionally, what's going on in your life, do you have a girlfriend? And he starts like telling you a lot of stories about how he feels lonely, or about how his life is lonely, and how being him is lonely and how no one understands him, which there's a bit of truth. Like in here, I don't think that the guy lies. I don't think that he's like exaggerating things to get someone's attention. But I think that sometimes, he opens up too fast about his struggles, about like, oh yeah, life is tough for me. But I think that he's a guy that he's like, if I have a blockage, I will face it. Like, I will fight it. Because then he has the strength card. So he's a guy that if he has a blockage in his life, he's going to be honest about it. And he's going to tell you, okay, yeah, in my last relationship, I messed up. Or I cheated. Or I did this. So I don't know why I get that he's very talkative, that he's very frontal about what goes on. So, and also with the emperor. Also with the emperor, I see him very comfortable in flirting. I see him like like him owning this state of flirting. It's like he feels like a hero in his own history. He feels like the emperor. He wants to let you know that he overcome a lot of things to be where he is right now. Maybe if we're thinking about flirting, maybe in the past he was a shy person or he was a shy young boy, and he all of a sudden he started he went through a glow up, or he started getting attention, and he became more brave, and now he is like this emperor. Like no one is going to stop him from being victorious when it comes to, and he definitely sees flirting like a way of dominance. Like if he starts flirting with you, which he is very good at it, it's like he's always in control. Always. 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 Like the emperor is always like he never loses trust. It's like he can tell you like a sad story about, yeah, because life is tough, blah, 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 blah. But then at the end, his ego comes out and you see it. You see that the guy is actually very sure about what he's doing. And that he's a probably very charming person. As an overall, he's a very charming guy. And also he knows what to say. He knows what to say. He is a winner. He knows what to say. He's very manly. He's very dominant. So yeah. But I think that yeah, he probably went through some period where he didn't feel that good about himself. And now he has transformed into that person. And when he flirts, he does it well. He defeats these old fears of being exposed. He's like, okay, yeah, but yeah, definitely here with the card of loneliness, it does give me, it could be a red flag. Like, there's something about him now wanting to be alone. Like, Yeah, the emperor, he is a master. Probably because the guy is very entertaining. He knows how to make you feel fun. It seems like the guy is a gentleman. He's the typical guy that he's going to pull out the chair for you. He's going to compliment you, take you beautiful places. I see that his energy is very vibrant. He's the guy that he looks at you straight in the eyes. He observes you. He gets close to you. He's not shy at all. But at the same time, he is a conqueror. He is a guy that he likes to conquer. So if you are his person, you are his person, But yeah, very, very, very well, actually. I like it. I like it how he made a sort of evolution in his style. Jake. Jake is a romantic. But just like the typical Scorpio that he is, he needs attraction. If he doesn't feel the attraction, he's not going to flirt. The same. What's going on with these guys and the Ace of Swords? Because Hyson got the Ace of Swords and this guy got the Ace of Swords as well. But yeah, this guy is different, nevertheless. It's not that awkward. Past lives, attraction, and the greed. So a manifestor. We have a manifestor in here. And the Ace of Swords. So yeah, for Jake, the guy definitely, he believes in soulmates or past lives, past life relationships, karma, I don't know. But he's very intuitive. He must have this deja vu moment when he is in front of someone that he likes. And he has to have that in order to approach you. And he has to feel the pull of attraction. He must, if he finds you beautiful, he's going to get close to you and he's going to flirt. He's going to flirt. And also in his speech, there could be these past lives mentioned, in the sense that he could tell you like, oh, I feel like I know you from before. Or I feel like, you know, I have a sense of familiarity. I don't know if you believe in soulmates, but, you know, he's very good. He's very good. And also with the greed, he's someone that, yeah, when he's like, okay, I'm going to get this person, he gets it. It's just that I think that he's not that interested in everyone. Like, I think he has a type. He has a type. And with soulmates, I think that he sort of likes someone that has like a timeless style, you know, someone that reminds him of old times, you know, someone that their fashion sense is very vintage, I would say. But he's a romantic, definitely. And he's very strong in the mind. I don't know why. I think that the guy can manifest anything that he wants. And also he had the Ace of Swords. So when it comes to communications, the guy is not afraid to initiate it. And also the stories he tells, like the story he tells. I don't know why. I get that this guy is very good at talking. He's just very good at talking. He's very good at talking. But in order for him to flirt, he has to feel the attraction. So he is a very passionate man. Like, he has to find you attractive. Like, he has to find that you have to make him go towards you. You know, he has to have this interest, this instantaneous fire, you know, that he's like, okay, I'm going to go close to that person. And I think that there's something about him that lets me know that he doesn't feel it that often. Actually, like, I think that for him to find that desire to flirt, really flirt, it takes a while. It takes a while. It takes a while. For him, it's more like, and also with past lives, I don't know if he had like a strong connection with someone from his past. Like, for example, like an ex-girlfriend, or, you know, someone that he had a strong crush on. Because there's something about him thinking about the past and comparing that person to others. So he's a bit nostalgic. He's a bit nostalgic. And also with the card of attraction and the greed, I'm thinking that he's sort of manifesting maybe that failed relationship. He's manifesting the same person. It's like he's hoping to run into that person again, or to date someone, or to have the opportunity to start over with someone that looks like that person. There's a strong feeling of him thinking about the past and him wanting to recreate this again in the future. So I would say that he has a very limited, like, he knows what he wants. He wants someone like that person, but it's so fixated, like, it's so, like, narrowed. The list of him finding someone that is a lookalike, it's going to take a while. That's why I think that Yeah, he's very picky. He's very picky. But yeah, if he feels attraction, he will also start a conversation because he got the ace of swords. Another man who has who has one that got away. Yeah. And he will manifest that person. But I'm like, wow, like you're missing a lot of potential connection because you are thinking about that person. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, Songhun. Songhun. I don't know why I get that Songhun needs to drink. Needs to drink before he goes, and I wouldn't say like flirts, but he goes, and I would say that for him it's very serious. Like he could go and just open his heart up to this person or confess to someone. It's not just flirting. For him, it's not that. For him, it's more like, okay, if I go and talk to that person, it's to open my heart up. Yeah. We start with the card of illusion. Relax. This is why I'm like, the guy needs to have a few drinks before he gathers the courage to go and talk to this person. Set yourself free again. He needs a liberation. The guy needs to liberate what he feels. He's so controlled. Like, he's so controlled. And I think that probably, having a drink or just like going to a sauna and getting a massage, I don't know, but he needs something that relaxes him because he's not relaxed. He's not like chill. For him, it's serious. And he got the Knight of Wands. So, a runner. I always think, I know he's a Sagittarius, but whenever I think about the Knight of Wands, I think about Sagittarius energy. The runner energy. I also think about it. But yeah, like, first of all, because we start with the card of illusion. So for him, how does he flirt? He has to be illusionated with you. He has to have an illusion with you. He has to dream about you. He has to, like, daydream about you. He has to have you in his mind, in his unconscious. He has to, like, have you in his mind. I don't know. He has to remember you. I think that for him it's not. He probably is a guy that he just lets time pass, and he doesn't rush. Like, he doesn't rush. But I think that he knows that is the person for him when he can stop thinking about that person. This is why in the middle we have the card of relax, because I think that probably the first times he doesn't make a move. Like, he just observes. He doesn't do much. But then, when he feels like he cannot control himself anymore, he needs like something that can soothe him, because he gets very nervous. He doesn't show it, but it seems like he gets very heavy, very, he I don't know. I feel him very, like, and also since he has the Knight of Wands, I get that this guy is a runaway. Like, the guy wants to avoid flirting, or probably wants to avoid being face to face with someone that he likes. He prefers to run away. There's something about him wanting to run away. I don't know. I think that it's not that he's a coward, but I think that there's a lot of fears, and also he fears losing control. He thinks he will not look cool, or is not okay if he loses his posture. It's like, I'm known to have self-control. I don't want to lose control. Like, what about my image? What about what people think of me? You know, like, I don't know what kind of image he has, but I don't know if people think about him in a certain way. I don't know much about him. But there's something about him just restricting himself and his expressions a lot. So he's like, you know, whenever I'm close to that person, I get nervous and I don't like it. I'm going to run away. Or probably he will go flirt or say what he wants to say to this person, like sort of like vomit his heart out, and then he's going to run away. like I see him like running away. You know, I see him like being like, okay, bye. so it's weird. It's weird how he functions. But yeah, like he's complex, but definitely he has to have this illusion before like going towards someone. He has to have this like he has to be like, I wouldn't say infatuated, but that person has to, you know, be in his psyche. You know, he has to be like this. He has to be someone that he cannot just get over that easily, you know. But he's cold also. He's cold. In a sense that it's not that he's cold. I feel like he is, I don't know if he was raised to be masculine. There's something about him having this, like, this perception like, okay, like men don't act like this. Men don't lose control. Men don't, like, there's something about him not wanting to give out his power. You know, it's like, I don't want you to have control over my emotions, so I run away. So it's interesting. It's interesting. That's why I'm laughing, because it's hilarious how he wants to, I don't know. It reminds me of, you know, when you want to bath your cat, that you want to sort of put them in a place where you can bath them, when you can give them a bath, and they just stop like crouching and trying to get out and get away from you, and they just get all crazy to run away. Like that's how I see him when you try to bath your cat and they scratch you. It's just that I think that this part of him having an illusion or a fantasy over someone is a part of his sensitive nature, or maybe of how, you know, how he fantasizes. But he doesn't want to admit that he fantasizes about people like that, or that he has illusions. There's something about him not allowing others to know that he is that kind of guy. That if he likes someone, he remembers what that person said, what they said, what they were wearing, what time it was, you know, he remembers all those details. Okay, Sonu. They're so cute. They're so cute. Sonu. This one also needs help from his friends. He needs help from his friends. Not just help. I think that he is more on the friend. He wants to be your friend. How does he flirt? He is friendly. Sonu is friendly. Sonu is friendly. Oh, but he's cute. He's cute. He's cute. How does he flirt? Yeah, he's friendly. He acts like a friend. He probably is going to get friend zone a lot. But well. Then we have a honeymoon and courage. So see the guy, and he got he got the 7 of Pentacles. So the guy definitely knows how to treat a woman. Like, I think that this goes beyond how does he flirt, because I don't think that he believes in flirting. I don't think that he sees it as flirting, because I sort of see him here with the 7 of Pentacles. I see something, I see him putting the effort step by step if he likes someone. So he starts as friends. And then with the honeymoon, he sort of like shares with you these experiences where he takes you to beautiful places as friends, and he shares these beautiful activities with you, or he shares these sweet moments with you, and he makes you feel special. But you are friends. But then we have the card of courage. So the guy definitely, he has his, even though, he can start as a friend, he has a sort of build up, he builds the connection. He puts one step after the other. He's like, okay, he doesn't rush. And then he becomes courageous. In the least minute that you expected, he will like open up about like, okay, I want us to be more than friends. I'm gathering the courage to tell it to your face. So, but there's something about him that since he makes you feel special, he probably shares with you very intimate moments, like take you to his favorite places. There's something about his love language that is very obvious in there. It's not that difficult for you to, well, it can be difficult for some people to get the hint that, oh, okay, this is not you being friendly. This is you sort of like being very nice with me, and all of a sudden you can start like hanging out with different people. And then as time progresses, you start hanging out the two of you alone. So, I definitely do admire this guy. I do like the way he does things, because it takes courage to do what he does. And it takes a lot of effort. So definitely it does tell me that he is someone that builds, someone that he doesn't get impatient. He just waits. And at the same time, he's very honest to himself about like, okay, I can get rejected, but I'm going to give this person a good experience with me because I like them, despite of them liking me back or not, or seeing me as more than a friend or not. But he puts the effort. And he is the kind of guy. The guy that shows you with effort that he wants to be a part of your life. So he's special. I like him because he knows that good things take time. He doesn't rush. He's very sweet, very sweet, very sweet. And also he's very courageous, because I'm like seeing the kind of courageous in here, and because I was reading what Mariuszka was saying, that he's your favorite. There's something about that you say this, that he's too cute. But when I see the last card that is courage, I'm like, the guy is a bit more courageous. Behind that baby face, the guy is a bit much more courageous than others. So he can surprise you that actually he's much more courageous than others, that than others that seem maybe more mature or more manly, I would say, or raw than him, you know, and he's like, he has this very sweet vibe, but nevertheless, he is a courageous guy. He just doesn't waste his time with, he's selective, but he puts the effort. So he is a good friend. He's a good friend. He's someone that if you would ask me if you would have him in your life, he would be a great person to have in your life because he's very hardworking. Okay, Jungwon. 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 Another one that he got the friends card. Jungwon. He's a bit tragic, nevertheless. He got the friends card. Let's try. And separation. And then he got the strength card. So, like, what happened to this guy? I know that he's so young, but it sounds so tragic already. Like, what's going on with Jungwon? Because with the card of let's try, you know, it sounds like, you know, when you have like, oh my God. And also the card of separation. Yeah, definitely when we start here with the card of friends, I see that he probably is a guy that, yeah, he does need help from others. But I think that when it comes to flirting, he sort of recurs to this flirtatious nature when he feels like it's the last chance that he has with this person. So yeah, it's a bit like exaggerated. I don't know what's going on with Jungwon. But yeah, I don't know why there's something about like, okay, I have to tell this person how I feel, or I have to show it to them, or I have to act according to what I'm feeling about this attraction, about this connection, before I get separated from this person. Because the less card, is not only they got the card of let's try, but also there's a card of separation. So again, there's a potential one of them leaving or one of them just, you know, moving away. So there's something about like, I don't want to lose this person, so I have to make it now. And I have to do it right. How do I flirt? And probably, I don't know, I think that is with help of friends, so I could see friends sort of helping him to arrange, I don't know, a dinner, something special. But there's something about doing things at the last minute, like an emergency. I don't know why it feels so exaggerated, but it does. It looks like a movie scene. Like, you know, when the typical movie scene, when the person is going to take a flight, they're going to the airport and the other one is chasing them and is going to get late. They're about to get on the plane and you know, finally they catch up and they hug and they kiss in the middle of the airport. Something like this. I don't know. But I think that definitely, and also we have the card of strength. That In this card, the card of strength, it says self-love. So I think that for Jongwon, definitely there's something about him sort of remembering what makes him happy. You know, probably doing this grand gesture for this person before he loses this person. It's a way for also him asserting his desires in his life. I know it gets serious all of a sudden, guys, and I'm sure that this guy is very young. I'm sure he hasn't experienced this level of drama, but I don't know why here with the card of strength, there's something about him having to make decisions, especially love, when it comes to love. Like, sort of, I see him like the guy, just like a lot of people, a lot of idols, a lot of professionals, they focus so much on jobs, on professions, on professional goals, on a lot of things that they probably forget about the people that love them, or forget about making the person that they like feel special. So maybe I could see this being a connection that is very close to ending because, you know, the person is tired of waiting for him to do something about the bond. So there's something about there has to be an ultimatum for him to do something like this, for him to move. Because I think that otherwise he's not, probably he's also, I don't get the vibe that he's very emotional at the same time. I don't get the vibe that he's like the typical guy that he's like, okay, I need a relationship. I think that he also is a bit cold, a bit detached. And there's something about him focusing a lot on work. So I could also see with the card's friends, you know, that probably the friends or the group of friends that he has, that this person is included in there. Also, if you want to get his attention, be his friend. But, you know, probably they're part of a larger group, and these people having to middle in, having to be like, okay, what are you going to do? You're going to lose this person. When are you going to confess them how you feel? When are you going to do something about it? You're going to lose them. So, you know, I think that yeah, the guy definitely has to go through these sort of ultimatums to be like, yeah, maybe I should be more romantic, right? Or maybe I should spend more time with them, right? Or maybe I should do more with them, no, right? You know, there's something about him slowly getting it, you know, but yeah, it has to be in this scenario, I don't know. He kind of looks a bit tragic, to be honest. Yeah, like I was like, what kind of, yeah, I swear I envision it even in my mind. I was like, I'm seeing what's going on. Like, I definitely can see him running towards someone, you know. But I feel that he is like this, you know, somehow. I don't know why I feel like he's always like, I'm busy. I gotta go. What do you want? Because I gotta go. I see him like this, you know, not anxious, but I see him that he's always, you know, his mind is ahead. He always, you know, he's always busy, you know. So yeah, it seems like it's going to affect his love life or the potential of him. I wouldn't say flirting. It's much more about him showing up for the people that he loves or likes. But thank God, it seems like he has a good system of support because he has his friends that are sort of like seeing this. Was a whole movie for each of them. Yeah. The one that I did like, you're right about that, Barushka. The one that I did enjoy was Jay, because I like that he got this archetype. Jay got this archetype, and I like this because it seems like the guy is very proud of himself and everything that he had, or he's going to be leaving. So yeah, it's cool when people, maybe he will talk too much about his past in the first approach or date, but yeah, at least the guy is honest. Jungwoo, Mr. Darcy, don't do that to me. Yeah. Yeah, he's something else. Yeah, but he's entertaining. Like, he's really like transparent. I think that's something that maybe you don't see that much, especially in guys his age. So yeah, it's very nice. Okay, guys, I'm going to go because I've been here for 50 minutes. But yeah, thank you so much for the recommendations. This was fun. Yeah, and well, I'll see you during the week. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun.